Diagramming sentences. The simple sentence. The first thing we do when diagramming sentences is to locate the fundamental components, which are the simple subject and the simple predicate. The simple subject is the one being talked about, that is a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase that performs the action of the verb or is described by it. While the simple predicate is a verb or verb phrase that tells what the subject does or what is said about the subject. Here is our sample sentence to diagram. The swans swim gracefully. First, we draw a horizontal line and then a vertical line dividing it into two. Now we look for our subject and place it on the horizontal line on the left side of the vertical line. Our simple subject is swans. Now let's place our simple predicate on the horizontal line on the right side of the vertical line. Our predicate is the verb swim. Now what do we do with the article the? Articles are classified as determiners, and determiners are considered modifiers along with possessive pronouns and adjectives and adverbs. We place the modifiers on slanted lines under the words they modify. So in our sentence here, the article the will be placed on a slanted line under the simple subject swan, which it modifies. Take note that we retain the uppercase to show it is the beginning of the sentence. How about the adverb gracefully? How did the swans swim? Gracefully. So we will be placing it on a slanted line below the verb swim, which it modifies. So now here's our diagram sentence. The swans swim gracefully. Here's another sample sentence to diagram. The majestic swans swim gracefully in the pond. First, we draw a horizontal line and a vertical line. Now, what is our subject? In this sentence, our subject is the noun swans. So we place it on the horizontal line on the left side of the vertical line. And our predicate is the verb swim. We place it on the horizontal line on the right side of the vertical line. As for our modifiers, we place the article the on a slanted line below our subject. And then another modifier, which is the adjective majestic, on a slanted line after the first modifier. Notice that we arrange them according to how they appear in the sentence. As for the modifier of our verb, we have the adverb gracefully, and we place that below our verb swim. And also, we have another modifier, which is a prepositional phrase modifier that tells where the action was done, in the pond. When diagramming a prepositional phrase modifier, we draw a slanted line joined by a horizontal line below the word modified. And we place the preposition on the slanted line, the object of the preposition on the horizontal line. If the object of the preposition has a modifier, we place it on a slanted line below it. So, as for our prepositional phrase modifier in the pond, we diagram it this way. Now here's our diagrammed sentence. The majestic swans swim gracefully in the pond. Now, what if our sentence is a compound subject or a compound predicate? Let us take a look at this sentence. The majestic swans and the playful ducks swim gracefully in the pond. Let's diagram. For compound subjects, we draw a pencil-like structure like this. and then we place the first component of our compound subject on the horizontal line above, and that is the noun swans. We then place the second component on the horizontal line below, and that is the noun ducks. As for our modifiers, we place them below the words they modify, following the order in which they appear in the sentence. So, for our first subject, our modifiers are the article the with a capital letter and the adjective majestic. While for our second subject, we have the article the and the adjective playful, all placed below the noun they modify. Now, where shall we put the conjunction and? The conjunction that joins the two simple subjects goes beside the broken line joining the two nouns, like this. As for our predicate, we place the verb swim on the horizontal line on the right side of the vertical line, and then place our modifiers below it, the adverb gracefully, and then the prepositional phrase in the pond. Let's do some practice. Diagram the following sentences. Alright, what's the diagram for number 1? My aunt from Germany is arriving tomorrow. So, we draw a horizontal line and a vertical line. What's our simple subject? Aunt. We place it on the horizontal line on the left side of the vertical line. And our simple predicate is the verb phrase is arriving. We place that on the horizontal line on the right side of the vertical line as such. Now let's have the modifiers of our simple subject. We have the possessive pronoun my with a capital letter. Do we have other modifiers for our subject? Yes, the prepositional phrase from Germany. Which aunt? From Germany. So this prepositional phrase modifier is adjectival in function, and we place that below our subject aunt, like this. Now, we are left with the word tomorrow. What does it modify in the sentence? Alright, the word tomorrow is an adverb of time which modifies the verb phrase is arriving, and so it goes below on a slanted line. The diagrammed sentence is, my aunt from Germany is arriving tomorrow. What's the diagram for sentence number 2? The hungry cat and the grumpy dog are fighting over a bone. We have a compound subject here. First, we draw our horizontal line and vertical line. Now we draw a pencil-like structure on the left side of the vertical line to place our compound subject, which is cat and dog. We place the conjunction and beside the broken line, joining the two simple subjects together. Now we place our modifiers below the words they modify. We have the article the with a capital letter and the adjective hungry placed below the noun subject cat, and then the article the and the adjective grumpy below the second noun subject dog. As for the predicate component, we have the verb phrase are fighting. Let's place it on the horizontal line on the right side of the vertical line, and then place its modifier below it, that is, the prepositional phrase over a bone. Now let's take a look at our diagrammed sentence. The hungry cat and the grumpy dog are fighting over a bone. Lastly, number 3. The children played at the beach and hiked on the mountain. Let's draw a horizontal line and then a vertical line crossing over it. What's our simple subject? The noun children. So we place that on the horizontal line on the left side of the vertical line. And then we place its modifier, which is the article the, below it. Let's go to the predicate. We have a compound predicate made up of two verbs. How do we diagram this? We draw a pencil-like structure for the compound predicate as we did with the compound subject, this time facing right. We place the first verb played on the horizontal line above, and then the second verb hiked on the horizontal line below. Now, since our verbs have their modifiers, they will be placed right below the words they modify. So we have the prepositional phrase at the beach below the verb played, and the prepositional phrase on the mountain below the verb hiked. And then, of course, since it is a compound predicate, we join the two verbs together with a broken line and place the conjunction "and" to the right of the broken line. There you have it, our diagrammed sentence: the children played at the beach and hiked on the mountain. I hope this video lesson gave you some clarity in terms of the structure of a sentence with the SIV pattern, and that you gained some skills in diagramming a simple sentence. Do more independent practice for mastery.